He's got a first touch like a trampoline.
It just that kind of winds me up. This kind of business.
You really are not. You're really not feeling this guy. Like you really not going to give him a chance, are you?
I'll give him a chance. I'm getting
Ashley
frustrated at.
Cole. Ashley Cole came in from the academy. He won the league.
Yeah, look at the team he had round him.
Forgetting that we have got title winners in our team.
Have we?
Yeah, Declan Rice. That's
We'll
what I've
judge him
been
after.
saying. Oh my! You're impossible.
No, that's I know. No, that's why I'm agreeing with you. Agreeing with you. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back to One Way Football. And today, joined back with Edward Nash, one of the biggest Arsenal fans on this channel. How you doing, Edward? How are we, mate?
All good.
All good? Are you excited for the new season and the pre-season? Have we got all the players that we need in so far?
Almost there.
All right, then. Well, what else do we need?
Striker.
Because no, because we're doing fine, aren't we? This is it. Surely we don't need a striker. That'd be one of our main priorities first, wouldn't it?
Well, I mean, we're getting near now. We're July's tomorrow, so we got 18 days to get one. So yeah, that's kind of got to be the priority now. You've got the rest. Now just focus on the main one.
I think they should have done it the other way around though, because I think with a striker, you kind of they the your first priority is to get your striker in to get them settled into the team, so they're going to start. I mean, we could have this scenario where if we get whoever we're going to get in, it's going to come to the point of he's going to be benched because he's not ready.
You think so? I do think like I get the whole thing like some players that they need to sometimes sort of climatize a bit. However, I do think with us, like they could just settle in quickly. You never know.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know. It for me, it just seems a bit weird. I mean, out of 10, right? Okay, let's just put it this way: like marks out of 10, how would you rate the transfer window so far?
Right now, it's a five.
So it's not even like peak at the moment. It's just five. It's just average.
Once you get that striker in, it'll go up to 8 or 9. Striker and
8 or 9.
left striker and get a striker and a left winger, it will go up to 8 and 9.
Imagine if we don't even get the striker that we've been looking at, or any of them strikers, because we've taken so long.
Well, if they don't, then it'll just stay a 5, or it'll go down to a 3,
It'll stay at five.
or it'll go down to 3.
I mean, do you just think they're just being too slow with it now? Because if like we hear of the thing with Gyökeres, and like this is an continuing ongoing thing, and then it moves over to Sesko, and then Sesko's kind of hit a brick wall, and then you go back to it's like a game of tennis. I swear down and it's starting to frustrate me a little bit because Arsenal should just go. You know what? We've given you a chance now. That's it. We're moving on. We're gonna go for another look somewhere else because just concentrating on them two players at the moment, we don't seem to be getting anywhere with it.
Speaking of looking elsewhere, I saw the most vile rumor yesterday. And it's just a rumor, but
I know what you're gonna say.
it still puts a fear in my heart.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're gonna say.
I read yesterday that the rumor is that Arsenal are looking at Nicholas Jackson of Chelsea. Now, listen, I'm not saying he's a bad player. Like he has some abilities. Like he's quick. He's that's pretty much it, really. Like, he's quick. However, he's basically a Senegalese Lukaku. He's got a first touch like a trampoline.
It just that kind of winds me up. This kind of business winds me up because just when we think we're starting to make progress, we take a setback, and then we take it's like we're taking one step forward and two steps back, and
We go together because opposites attract.
yeah, but it is like that. It's how it feels right now. Like you look at that kind of like news, and you just go, "Why? What is that all about?" Because I feel like we're starting to get a bit like. hesitant and scared about what's going to happen.
Okay, well, I don't care who you sign, as long as it's not Nicholas Jackson. Like, I would rather sign Samuel L. Jackson, Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, Latoya Jackson, Jermaine Jackson, Marlon Jackson, Randy Jackson, or any other Jackson, not Nicholas.
So like it, but like when we say like Jorginho coming in and Havertz coming in, let's be honest, a lot of us were like, oh, is this another setback as well from Chelsea? Chelsea love just offloading their players onto us.
We're a Chelsea retirement home.
Yeah, yeah, we're renowned for that, but he could come in and make a complete different, like take a U-turn and be absolutely amazing. We don't know.
I don't think there's any Arsenal fan on the planet that would want Nicholas Jackson though. Like I do think that's gonna be like if we did sign him, there's gonna be an absolute uproar around the Emirates.
Yeah.
If because that's not the guy we that is the as far as
Where does he
strikers
play? Is
go,
he
that is
midfield?
no, he's a striker.
Oh, he is a striker. Okay.
He is a
But
striker,
then
just not a very good one.
uh yeah, then it's like it's taking another route in it. Like, we might as well just rely on Jesus not to get injured and keep him instead of that.
Exactly. You might as well just do that.
Yeah, he's that's the way. Did you see the thing about Eze as well? What's your thoughts on Eze?
I'll take him. Yeah, I'll take him.
Would you take him over Martinelli?
Well, I think Martinelli's getting a bit out the door, kind of. I do think this will probably be his last season. I think he'll probably move Bayern Munich after this season, or he could go this summer. But if that's the case, then you obviously need someone to come in, or maybe it'll be competition. You need competition for players. So, and let's be honest, Martinelli won at his best last season. So, I think as they
He
coming in,
didn't
that
really
would,
get picked a lot though, did he? I mean, I think Trossard got more of the limelight than
yeah.
he did.
So, yeah, that's the other thing. Trossard's old. Like he's on his last legs, Trossard.
How
So
old is Trossard? He's not that old, is he?
he's 30.
Yeah. Well,
That's
yeah.
old. That's old
Then
for
you say
me.
that's old, but then we're going out and buying 31-year-olds like Nørgaard.
Trossard though, like
Nørgaard.
he's the attacker. He's an attacking player. Like when an attacking player gets on his last legs, like the age catches up with them.
Yeah.
With midfield players and defenders or goalkeepers, it's not really a
Do you
problem.
remember he tried putting him in up front a couple of games, didn't he? He put Trossard up front.
He did? Oh,
Yeah, yeah, and I don't think that was quite a bad shout, to be fair.
yeah. Oh, speaking of Nørgaard, we need to talk about that because you have been very negative about that signing.
Well, yeah, because another step back, I think.
I'll take a step
Because
back. Okay, think about it. Like, really think about it.
But all right, now I think about it, like, and a lot of people are getting it mixed up because he's not there to take over party, he's there to take over Jorginho.
Exactly.
And all right, okay, I understand that. But I thought we were going for younger players. I thought maybe like, they're gonna have a few more years than what he's
Well,
gonna
we
have.
went we went for the younger players. It didn't work out. You look at Lukonga, you look at Guendouzi, you look at
We didn't really
uh
have much of a chance though. The Congo got injured.
yeah, but he never even played. Like
That's
there's
what I'm
stuff going on
saying.
behind the
We
scenes.
can't
Like
base it off
he
of
could
something that we haven't seen, really.
well, if he weren't as bad as people make out to be, why did we keep loaning him out?
That's to make him better, I suppose. To like, when we bring him back, but he didn't never even got a
Yeah, there's
chance, did
also
he?
that you don't there's also that you don't want to play them, so you send them out on loan and then you get money off of them.
I mean, all about the when we had Tevez, not Tevez, sorry, is it
So right back, right back.
right back or left back was he Tavez or whatever his name was from
Tavares.
Tavares?
Tavares.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, I thought he weren't good, but there was clearly something going on behind the
He
scenes
didn't
there.
really, he had like what was it, a season maybe, and then that was kind of it. And Arteta just wanted him out then after that.
See, this is what I mean. Like this manager is like scattergun with his approach to players.
So how do we know that Norgaard's not going to come in? He's going to have a crap season, and
I looked at
we
his
just.
stats last season. Like he started every game for Brentford as their captain. He scored five. He scored like 5 goals for them. Like if you're counting Carabao Cup, you're probably in the up to 10 really.
I
So
think as well. The only probably upside of all this is that he's Premier League proven because he comes from Brentford, Norgard. Do you know what I mean? Um, but is he just that average player that is at Brentford? You see like Thomas Frank going to Tottenham, and you think that's their standard, isn't it? Just getting a manager that's probably average at best, and he's a Brentford manager. So why are we going for average at best players at the team at Brentford that's going to be like that mid-table?
would you rather have nothing to replace Jorginho? If like what if Rice gets injured? What if
No, I'm saying
Supermendy
though,
gets injured?
just saying that we're kind of getting laughed at a little bit. You know, we like you got the likes of Liverpool doing their business, how they're doing it, and then bringing in like Nørgaard and stuff like that, and they're going, "Oh, that's really title challenge like business, that isn't it?"
You really are not. You're really not feeling this guy. Like you really not going to give him a chance, are you?
I'll give him a chance, but it's hard to get excited over it, isn't it? Do you not think?
You're just quoting Josh Kroenke there. Just because he says be excited doesn't mean you should be.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like even like when the transfer window opens, everybody gets excited because you want to see like new faces in. But this what we've been trying to move forward from a second place club to first place, that doesn't scream out we're going to be title challengers next season.
Not necessarily title, but there is also the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup.
We're going backwards again. We
So
are.
pretty much what you're saying is like you're completely against the Nørgaard signing.
I'm just no, I'm not against it. I'm just saying, should we not go for better players?
Well, I don't know anyone. Well, can you name me another
If
player who's
why
better?
are we going for like Norgard and stuff like that, where he should be going out and going like I thought he had this aura about him that he can convince players to come to Arsenal that we're going to win the league. What did he convince him to come to Arsenal for? We're going to win the Carabao Cup. You haven't won that yet, so come to Arsenal, you can win that.
Look, I don't know. Like you just sign the player. Like it's their first season. He's Premier League proven. He's coming in from Brentford. He was their captain. He's clearly a leader. He's got leadership qualities. He scored goals for Brentford. Like you're making out like we've just signed. You're making out like we just signed a 40 like a nobody.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. But he's an average player at probably best. That's what I mean. That's why he was at Brentford.
But yeah, but you gotta give him a yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like you don't know how they're gonna come in with a team like Arsenal. Like, and he's not even gonna be starting. Like he's just a spare player. Like it's a
He's
good
not even
deal
going
as
to be
well. 11
started
million.
now. This is what I mean. He's not even going to be started. Why are we wasting
Yeah,
money
but
on
11
players that aren't going to
million
be
pound,
started?
11 million pounds though. Like you can't argue with that. You can't ask for more. Like that's a bargain in today's
That 11
market.
million that they paid for him could have been on top of getting Okerez in and going, there you go, here's an extra 10 on what we're offering you.
Well, we got like 200 million to spend last season, didn't we?
Yeah, we didn't
So
even we didn't
so we
even
still
spend
got
it.
yeah, we still got the money. We can still either get Sesko or Gyökeres. Like
Wow,
lighten
yeah,
up.
but why are we not getting him in now?
Yeah, but I get that. Just lighten up, man. Lighten up.
Yeah, I can't. It's. Do you know when you have other fans talking to you and it's your expectations are like really high. Like you watch us do great business, and then you got the likes of Liverpool, Man City, all doing great business, and then we bring in Norgard, and it's like, oh, who did you get? We brought in Norgard.
It's not just Nørgaard. We brought in Supermendy as well.
Yeah, that took a few months, but he's okay.
Yeah,
It's finally
yeah,
like came
super.
in.
Yeah, look, listen.
Zubimendi that
Apart from Florian Wirtz at Liverpool, the next best signing of the summer is Martin
and that
Zubimendi.
Frimpong is it?
Well, I don't know about. Well, I did. I've only seen first play. I haven't seen Frimpong play.
Right. Well,
I'm
he's
sorry,
not.
other
He's
way round. Other way round.
yeah, but he's another potential to be like one of the best. Like I just feel like we ain't going to be challenging next season. It's we're gonna be taking a step back, and it's it pisses me off a little bit because now I'd actually rather finish second, knowing that we're gonna have put in a good fight for the next season than fall back a little bit.
Seriously, no faith.
At the moment, I'm not really like excited about it.
So Zubimendi coming in. We got that'll be good. So Zubimendi coming in. That's number one. We got the backup goalkeeper in Kepa, who
Brought
I
another
know he has
centre
the
back in.
well, that's not confirmed yet.
No, but it's
But
probably on the table.
we do need another centre back though. Like, what's gonna happen if Saliba gets injured? What's
Right,
gonna
okay.
happen if Gabriel? I know, like,
Yeah,
because we've only
Kiwar
got
had a good
Kirill.
a good
Yeah,
end of
but he was at
season.
left. He's a left back.
Right.
He's the left centre back. He's Gabriel's replacement. Who's gonna replace Saliba? Who's
Right.
gonna? So it's Timber and White on the right back, Gabriel and Kirill on the left centre back. Then Lewis Skelly and Calafiori on left back. Who's the cover for Saliba?
Right, okay. Yeah, I can understand getting another centre back. Right, I get that.
Exactly. So yeah. Now Partey's going. Jorginho's already gone. Zubimendi's coming in for Partey. Declan. So with him, it's either going to be It's going to be either um Miles Lewis Skelly in that position as well because he can play there as well, or the central defensive midfield where Declan Rice plays. Who's going to That would be Jorginho's spot. Now Nørgaard's dead, so if Rice gets injured, Nørgaard's in. You've also got Zubimendi there, and you got multiple. You got Nwaneri. Like you need cover for players, like because if your players get injured, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You're
O-
fucked pretty much.
Okay, so right, so we're still being patient on the striker bit. Okay. Um,
Yeah, we got 18 days left. Like anything can happen within those 18 days.
yeah, okay, all right. So we're gonna stay patient with the striker thing.
Like if it gets to the only time I'll lose my patience if we get to the 10th of July and we haven't signed it yet.
Right, okay.
That's when I'll start getting a bit all right. You need to hurry up now
Would
because we're
you
going.
um would you sell Jesus then if the right price came in? Because obviously he's gonna be like if he's back in fitness, he's gonna want a spot as well, isn't he?
I'm not against selling Jesus if the price is right. Like I get that. I understand why we want to move him on. Injured all the time. I know there's a good player in there, but maybe it is time to replace him.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
because really, if you do sign the striker, you're gonna have them and then Havertz as the backup striker. So
Because
where
the
would
real
Jesus
dilemma
fit
is
into
what
the?
happens if we do get Sesko and Gyökeres?
Well, as much as I would love that, that is completely putting all your eggs in one basket. Like one of them's gonna fall out. So I think we can only get one of them, and
Because what we found out last season is that we didn't have a striker, so we ended up
well,
putting a
we haven't had a
midfielder
striker
in
since
striker.
Aubameyang.
Huh?
We haven't had a striker since
That's
Aubameyang.
what I'm saying. So it's and when you don't have a striker, then we have to look to the midfield or a winger to go up front, and it just then becomes a bit of a mess, like Joe, with the whole front like stuff.
But it all goes hand in hand, James. You've got to take all these things into account.
That's what I'm saying. So I would like now prefer to get both strikers and have a backup striker just in case anything happens. Because you got to think if you only end up with two forwards, so you've got Havertz and then you've got Gyökeres. Imagine if them two both get injured.
Right. So in terms of the third one, I surely we got someone in the academy who can cover that.
Yeah, you could do, but then it's relying on. This is what I mean. We need players that are going to win us leagues. I want to win the league. I don't. Joe, what I'm getting
Ashley
frustrated at.
Cole, Ashley Cole came in from the academy. He won the league.
Yeah, look at the team he had round him.
Still, it was still an academy player coming in.
Yeah, but look at the team he had round him to to place that ball into his feet.
Yeah, we got title win. Yeah, but we have got title winners on our team. I think you are forgetting that we have got title winners in our team.
Have we?
Yeah, Declan Rice.
So what Premier League title did he win?
No, no, I'm not I'm saying titles, not Premier League titles.
No, I'm talking about the Premier League. I'm like when you're talking about the academy player coming up. What was it called? Did you just say?
Yeah,
Um, at least he had an established team around him that win leagues.
yeah, and there were title winners in that team before him.
Yeah,
Like, and they also won titles at other clubs.
but I mean comparing our team now to that team because
But
that's what we're talking about. You're saying, oh yeah, we'll just bring an academy player. Well, it's all right bringing academy players
no, I'm
in, but
saying no. I'm not saying bringing an academy player. Like, just as the third one, because then
yeah, for a third
you
one.
got either Gyökeres or you've got
This is why
Havertz
I'm
or you've
saying,
got
why don't we
him.
just go all out and get both of them? We wouldn't have a problem
Because we
then.
can't,
But
we obviously can't
Gyökeres
afford
and
both of
Havertz are out.
them.
Don't worry, we've still got Sesko
Do you
though.
know how much Gyökeres and Sesko would be combined? Let's put it like Gyökeres
Un-
say seven.
130, 140.
No, that's like 150. That's 150 mil for them put together.
What? So we'll say they're talking about Gyökeres to be
So
about
Gyökeres is
70 mil.
70 mil, and then
Yeah,
Sesko 60 mil. That's
70.
about 150 mil.
What? No,
I'm not good at math, but it's around that area.
no. So Gyökeres is about 70 mil,
Yeah.
right?
Sesko
Sesko
60.
60,
Yeah.
right? So
I'm not good at math. That's around the 150 mil
60
mark.
and 60 is 120,
Yeah.
right? Add
Well,
the
so
10, it's
what's
130.
is it?
Yeah.
As I just said, I'm not good at math.
No, it's all right. But what I'm saying is I would just go, you know what? There we go. Get both of them players in.
Yeah, but then we need a winger as well.
How?
We did the winner, so how are we gonna afford a
Ethan
winger if we
Winery on the
sign?
on the right with Saka, right? And then on the left, you've still got Trossard there. You've still got Martinelli there.
Yeah, I just think
And
it's yeah, but if we got the opportunity to get Eze or even Rodrigo, as everyone's kept saying, if we got the opportunity to sign Rodrigo, I would happily replace Trossard with him.
well, okay, yeah. If Rod, I mean, I can't see us getting Rodrigo. I don't
Obviously,
know.
I'm not saying Rodrigo is definitely going to come, or if it's even if it's Eze. Like, I do think Eze would be a good replacement for Trossard.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
we need to have money for all those positions.
yeah.
So if you guys just splash the cash on Gyökeres and Sesko, the two strikers, then you've got no one on the left wing.
It seems to me that all the time, right now, it's just an ongoing thing where I'm now just looking at it and going, we ain't going to win that title next season. We're not going to win it.
Well, I mean, you've also got to consider like they could get injured, the Liverpool players and the Man City players. There is all that because remember what happened last year with us. Mainly what done us is the injuries.
Yeah, but
That
you and Liverpool had injuries as well.
yeah, but we had more injured than they did.
This is it, isn't it? Like so we had more than you, and you had more than me. I just want a team that's going to be established as one of the best teams in the Premier League, and buying like players like Nørgaard that Spurs are after, by the way, um, is just
Yeah, but he chose us over them.
yeah. There's a reason why. I get it. I understand it because we are probably better than them in the league. Well, we are better than them in the league. And finishing second's a lot better than finishing 17th. But I'm just saying he's come to us and it's like it's a great deal for him. Is it a good deal for us, really?
He's got a whole season to prove himself.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
oh
and
yeah, yeah.
you
Do you know
go
what? If I had the choice of bringing Shaka back
no.
than Nørgaard, I'd bring Shaka back.
No, 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 never, ever, ever Shaka again.
Well, yeah, no, I would. I would.
No, no.
I'd bring Shaka in over Nørgaard.
You said that, and you say I'm deluded.
Well, no, there's plenty of there's plenty of players, fans out there that probably would have that same idea as me. But it's because he's come from Brentford.
What have you got against Brentford? Brentford are a good
I
team.
haven't got anything against the club or the way they run things. It's just they're an average team.
Yeah, yeah, but an average team can have good players in it. You look at Embuemo, you look at Ivan Toney, who's killing it in Saudi Arabia,
Yeah.
and Embuemo, who's their best player. And remember, where did David Raya come from?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
David Raya.
Yeah.
When we signed him, who did he play for at the time?
Who did he play for? Was it Brentford? Brentford. Yeah.
Yeah, we loaned him in from Brentford. Look at him.
Yeah.
He's now the starting goalkeeper.
Oh no,
We
no, don't get me wrong. Yeah, you're completely right. I've got to assess it when the league's actually started. Um,
exactly just give him a chance, man. That's all I'm asking.
yeah, but it's just it is. Do you not just find it a bit hard to get excited over when you look at other teams though doing their business?
Yeah, but the way you're at, yeah, but you're acting like it's the end of the world.
Not at the end of the world. It's just I have put my faith in Arteta and this team way before you were like slagging him off and wanted him out.
What might be wanting them out was justified.
No, you wanted him out within his first two seasons.
Yeah, because of the Europa League semi-final.
Huh?
The Europa League semi-final.
Yeah, but all right then. So would you want him out now because of the Champions League semi-final?
Look, he's got one season left to do it, James. He's got one season left to do it. If he doesn't do us anything this season, not even Carabao Cup, if he don't win us nothing, then
I
you've
nearly
got to
caught you
say,
there. I nearly caught you there
did he call me with
because
what?
with the whole Champions League semi-final because you just said I wanted him out from the Europa League final, but now you're giving him another chance for another season.
Champions League's better than Europa League, though.
But we still got dropped out of it.
Still, though, not as bad as how we did against Unai Emery's Villarreal.
Yeah.
Listen, I keep telling you, you can slag off Unai Emery all I want. At least he got us to a final. At least we signed players quicker under him.
Yeah, we did. No, no, completely right. I don't. I've said.
Okay, granted, it was a very
I've never slagged
granted. It
him
was
off. I've never slagged him off. I've always said that we didn't give him enough time. Like that was the problem that we didn't give him enough time. But Arteta's now had the time. He's had plenty of time, isn't he? And it just feels like the transfers that we're making now, we're taking a step back rather than a step forward.
so. Let me put the question to you now. Would you take Unai Emery back?
Yeah, 100%.
All right. Now, obviously, Unai Emery wouldn't be my first choice. My first choice would have been. I know you called me out on it the other day with Johnny, but I would like if I
Simeone.
had free if I had free will of choice, yeah, I'd pick Simeone.
Yeah, it is. Realistically, he'll probably finish his career at
Yeah,
Atletico.
but I did say Berta coming in, Andre Berta, he was at Atletico, so I'm thinking if it doesn't go well next season, which I'm hoping it doesn't, I hope it does. I do think he can try and persuade Simeone.
So this is our next. I mean, look, yeah. If Simeone was to come in, he'd probably do a lot better job than Arteta. But we all obviously as well sometimes forget because Arteta's been at the club for like what nearly 6 seasons now. Um, that we forget that he's new to the game.
Well, he's been lucky. Like, what's that? You know that saying, three strikes you're out.
Yeah.
So those seasons, like I remember 2021, 22 season, it was when Aubameyang left. I went on AFTV and said, I'm giving Arteta one more chance to get us top four. We went on to go second and win the challenging.
Was that
So
the
really this
following
is,
season? Don't think it
yeah.
was. Don't think it
So
was.
when was the
Was it?
season when the fans came back? That was 2021, right?
21, yeah.
Aubameyang left in 2022. So yes, it would have been that
But was that
season.
the start? Well, yeah. So 22, 23 was the season we had the
Then
white collar.
23,
We had we had
24
the
was the
collar on
white
it.
collar, the white
Yeah,
collar. That was the
yeah,
first title run. So then we've had three title runs, and then this
So
third
yeah,
one,
yeah.
loads of injuries. So really, this season, this is
And
the
I think you
final.
know what our best season out of all three of them with title challenges was the 22-23 season.
You think so? I much preferred the 23, 24.
Did you?
Yeah, Declan Rice,
Yeah.
Julian Timber, Kai Havertz, Trossard, Kirill coming in. Like, do you remember that we went on that run? We beat West Ham 6-0. We beat Sheffield United 6-0,
Yeah, but we have
five
to
0
remember as well that was the season as well. We was about 10 points ahead of City and still lost it.
Yeah, but still, like, do you know what I would give to be winning 6-0 every week?
Yeah, yeah,
No,
it's
I would give
you
anything
could
to
win,
be
yeah, but
winning like that
yeah,
again.
but you could be winning like 10-0, 20-0, doesn't matter, does it? Because as long as that team behind you is winning games, you only
Yeah,
have to
but if
make
you're
one
winning
slip
6-0
up.
every week, if you're winning 6-0 every week, you like with no defeats, then like you've got a stronger chance.
Yeah, yeah, I understand. I
And
just
that was the closest one as well. That was close. That was the closest we've been.
was it?
Yeah, we were a lot closer that season than we were the season
Oh,
before.
because it went to the very end, didn't
It
it?
went to the
Because
last day.
yeah, it went to the last
Yes,
day. Yeah, it
like
did.
we
Yeah,
lost each other by 1 point.
yeah, it did.
One
Yeah,
point
yeah,
was all
yeah,
it took.
yeah, yeah. Um, I mean, right, quickly before we end the stream, and I just want to quickly say, um, that I just feel like that we do need to get a striker in quickly because time's
I'm with you.
ticking.
I'm with you on that.
Time is ticking, and every day I keep hearing news about this and that and this and that and this and that. And I'm getting quite tired of it now, and it's getting becoming a bit frustrating just to hear rumors constantly about Victor trying to sort his life out with Sporting or Sesko.
Well, he's
Um,
actually well, Victor has not actually returned to training.
oh, I know this. Yeah, I know.
He's full on strike right
Yeah,
now.
no,
So
he's a striker on strike.
he's gonna
Um,
be considered a Judas for the rest of his days.
Yeah, well, he's just trying to do what's good for himself. But
There's a way of leaving the club, and the way he's leaving Sporting is horrible.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
Just
do you remember when Gallas left Chelsea? He said he's gonna start
Gallus,
scoring
yeah,
own goals. Like
bad that, yeah,
that's
yeah,
just straight up
yeah.
disrespectful. Like that's why I don't like Gallas.
All right, so if just quickly then, I want to ask you if we don't have the choice then after all this commotion about Cisco and Gokeres, well, who is your third option then?
Ollie
Because
Watkins.
Ollie Watkins.
Yeah, that's
So
the next best.
Ollie Watkins over Jackson. But remember, we're talking about this now, just quickly, because you're saying I'll give Norgard a chance. So why don't you give Jackson a chance?
I've seen Jackson play. I've seen Nørgaard play. Nørgaard's so much better.
Ah, but we've had players in the past and we've brought them in and they've completely turned it around for themselves. Jorginho
Okay,
wasn't that great
I
at
asked about
Chelsea.
right. I've got about 10 Arsenal friends. I asked them all today, would you sign Nicholas Jackson? And they all said no.
Did you also ask him if they'd ever put on a Spurs shirt without them knowing?
Oh, for fuck's sake, are you still bitter about that? You didn't even know me at the time.
Um, so yeah, no, but some players when they do turn a new leaf, don't they, when they go to other clubs. So even if Jackson did come in, we'd have to give him a chance, wouldn't we?
Yes, of course. But I right now at this present moment in time where there's better options out there, no.
So you wouldn't give him a chance at all.
Not when there's better options out there. When you got Sesko, you got Gyökeres, you got Watkins. I know you're not going to get him at the minute, but Isak as well.
Oh, I don't know. I think you're being a bit hypocritical here.
Yeah, but Norgard, trust me, I've just told you, I've seen them both play. I prefer Norgard to Jackson.
Yeah, no, no. But I'm saying is, like, you go back to the Norgard thing. You're telling me
Yeah,
to
but the
give
way
him a
you're going,
chance.
no, it's just the way you're going about it. Like you're just acting like, oh, I don't like not having this guy. I don't like him.
No, no, I'm not. No, I'm just saying.
You
I'm
know what
not
my,
saying
you
that.
know what my dad
I
always,
did not.
you know
I
what
did
my
not
dad,
mention once. I did not mention once. I said, did I mention once? Did I say I don't like him?
you know what my dad told me. My dad in that blog, rest in peace. You know what he always told me? It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
How you say it? And did I ever say I don't like him?
It's the interpretation of it.
I said, I said it feels like we're taking a step back because he's not a big name to be
Yeah,
established.
that's dislike to me.
Huh?
That's dislike to me.
I'm not disliking the guy. I mean, but I'm saying dislike and not like is a very strong word to come across to people. I said, all I'm saying is, I just feel like it's completely taken a step back when you look at other clubs. So if Nicholas Jackson comes in, right? Okay, you wouldn't take him. You wouldn't let him. We wouldn't give him a chance at least. Give Jorginho a chance when he came.
I didn't.
Did you not?
No, I didn't rate Jorginho before then. So what makes you think I'm going to rate Jorginho now?
Yeah. So would you not? So even though you don't rate Jackson, you still got to give him a chance because you do read Jorginho now.
No.
He was all right. He wasn't that bad.
He was okay, but if you told me there was only one player I could keep from Partey and
This could
Jorginho,
be
it definitely would
Nørgaard.
have been
He'll come in and we
Jorginho.
right. He's okay. He's okay.
No goes better than Jorginho.
Huh?
No goes better than Jorginho.
No, but we could be set. We say this now because we've seen him play at
All
Brentford.
right,
He could
let's.
come to
Okay, you know
Arsenal.
what? Okay, you know what? Let's just agree to disagree.
But you know I'm right. You know I'm right.
No, you're just negative.
I'm not negative. I'm
Yeah,
just
you
telling
are.
you.
You're like, oh no, not Nørgaard. No, no, it's a
Yeah,
step back.
because it just feels like a step back.
I'm not gonna give him a
I tell you what,
chance.
if Nørgaard would have went to Spurs instead, would you have been laughing at him?
No.
I would have. I would have been going, "Oh, you picked
See, this
Nørgaard."
is what I'm saying, agenda.
I would have been like,
You say people say I've got an agenda against Shaka and Oldie. You've got an agenda against Nørgaard. Just own up to it.
I
Just
know,
say
no, I'm
you
not. I'm
you
not owning
can't
up to anything.
like
But you say we'll
just
wait
say you
until the
hate the
season
guy. Just say
starts.
you dislike the guy.
We'll wait until the season starts, and then
That's
we'll
what I've
judge him
been
after.
saying. Oh my, you're impossible.
No, that's I know, no, that's why I'm agreeing with you. Agreeing with you. I agree with you. I'm saying, yeah, we'll wait till season starts, but I'm saying it feels like a setback.
And it feels like jealousy.
Right, look, listen, guys, drop your comments below what you feel about Nørgaard and the whole transfer saga with Gyökeres and Sesko.
In the words of George
As
Michael, you gotta have faith.
yeah, you've got to have faith. Apparently, I've had faith for the last 6 years of us winning the league, but it just doesn't seem to
Wait,
happen.
six? You mean three?
Huh?
We weren't winning. No, I think you mean three because the first 3 years
Well,
we
yeah,
weren't
yeah,
even
yeah. Well,
challenging.
I've had faith for. I've kept behind Arteta this whole time. By the way, I've never ever once wanted him out.
What? No.
I've always thought to myself, yeah, we've got to start thinking about it now.
All right. Let's end it there because you've just killed my brain.
Oh, thanks anyway, Ed. Thank you for coming on,
No
mate.
problem.
Always a
Pleasure as
pleasure to have you
always.
on the show. Don't forget to check out as well Ed's new song, Kick It.
And a new one out Friday, Elvis.
And there's a new one out Friday. Oh wow! I'll look forward to listening to
This
that
is my
one.
most personal one.
All right, perfect, perfect. I'll look forward to that one. Don't
All
forget
right.
to hit the like button, subscribe, and share the video. Cheers, Ed. Thank you very much, mate.
Thank you for having me. Pleasure as
Take care.
always.